Hi everyone, this is the third lecture of the 2026 mentorship program. And in this lecture, I will be discussing on how to decide on your daily bias. And I'll be showing you guys how you can decide your daily bias by knowing the next daily candle, by trying to anticipate what is going to be the next daily candle, and to use that idea as a daily bias going into the lower time frame. So first, let's go to the charts and I will break it down step by step. So make sure you jot down the steps that I use in deciding the bias because I will be using a live example, which that's the whole purpose of going through the 2026 mentorship program is to see me use live example to explain the 2025 mentorship program, to use the 2025 mentorship program concept to decide my bias on a live market. Currency pair I will be using in this lecture is going to be the Euro USD. I will be deciding on the daily bias on the Euro USD, and today is the 6th of January, so I'll be deciding the bias of the 6th of January where I will be trading to if I were to trade the London section and the New York section. So first, let's talk about the dollar index because the dollar index is correlated with the Euro USD. They are inverse correlated. So if I want to trade a daily bias, I want to be sure that the dollar is going to trade to the opposite side of my bias on Euro USD. So make sure you start your bias from the dollar index. Now on the daily time frame of the dollar index, price took out the buy side liquidity on Monday. After the run on the buy side liquidity on Monday, price traded back to the range from the swing low to a swing high, closing inside Friday's range. Price closed inside Friday's range. For those that have gone through the CRT video, you can see this is a sign of a retracement to a discount liquidity, saying that price took out a higher time frame liquidity, which is the daily buy side liquidity, retracing back to close inside the previous candle's range. And so far, looking at this price action, seeing the way price traded through the daily fair value gap to use it as an inversion fair value gap to trade higher to run the buy side liquidity, seeing the price did not form any fair value gap before the deep retracement to Friday's range, is a more likelihood that price is going to seek out a swing low from the last swing low that respected the daily fair value gap to run the buy side liquidity. Friday's low, you can see here's a swing low. On Friday, price formed a swing low, running out the buy side liquidity after trading through the daily fair value gap to use it as an inversion fair value gap. Now, when deciding the daily bias, you're paying attention to the individual candle after understanding the overall market trend. And the overall market trend is that price traded through a buy side liquidity and might be a likelihood of a continuation or a retracement lower. And the candlestick formation is showing us that there's a chance of a retracement lower because price traded through the buy side liquidity and retraced into Friday's range, which the next candle might be a retracement, trading lower to run Friday's low, and if price were to keep on trading lower, we want to see price take out previous day's low, which is going to be Tuesday low and possibly Monday's low. So going in today, we're going to be anticipating lower prices. After deciding your bias on the daily time frame, to have a clear perspective on where you're trading to, the major lower time frame for you to spend most of your time understanding the trend is going to be the 1 hour time frame. Now, because the 1 hour time frame will tell you the immediate trend, if price were to trade to that bias or price were to trade against the bias. So in most cases, pay attention to the 1 hour trend because the 1 hour trend is going to show you the clear draw on liquidity on the micro perspective and what is the immediate draw on liquidity. So on the 1 hour time frame of the dollar index, after the opening price opened inside a 1 hour fair value gap, respected the 1 hour fair value gap, traded lower during the easing section, taking out previous candles low. So you can see the trend is still aligned with the idea of price taking out Friday's low, taking out Friday's low, taking out Thursday's low, and there's still Tuesday's low if price was to take out the sell side liquidity. But the immediate draw on liquidity going into the London section is to anticipate lower prices or price to run the sell side liquidity. So going into the London section, we'll be anticipating a retracement to a 1 hour fair value gap. Now price might trade through this 1 hour fair value gap, but at the same time there's still a fair value gap above this fair value gap here. Swing low, swing high. You can see there's a fair value gap. Price may respect the fair value gap to trade lower. Our draw on liquidity is to say price run the sell side liquidity. After the retracement to the sell side liquidity, you can anticipate lower prices, but make sure you pay attention to the 1 hour trend. You are looking for your entry on areas where the 1 hour is ready to expand to. Now, if the 1 hour expansion is fully aligned with the daily bias, then those are the times you take advantage of your lower time frame entry. Now, on lecture 2, I talked about price trading through this 1 hour fair value gap. That's saying that the 1 hour fair value gap is failing to hold price. We might see lower prices trading through because the 1 hour time frame will mostly show you the immediate draw on liquidity. And price traded through the 1 hour fair value gap used as an inversion fair value gap to trade lower, trading through the other block. And here is the short-term trend going for the sell side liquidity. So the 1 hour will always show you an immediate trend going for a liquidity. And if that trend is aligned with your daily bias, as soon as the 1 hour is ready to expand after retracing to a 1 hour point of interest, then those are the times you look for your entry. On the daily time frame of Euro USD, on Monday, price took out the sell side liquidity, traded into a daily fair value gap or expected daily fair value gap, traded back into Friday's range before the close of Monday's price action. Seeing this rejection after a run in sell side liquidity, seeing that price traded back into Friday's range, there's a chances in price trading higher to run the buy side liquidity. Now you can see the correlation between Euro USD and the dollar index. On the dollar index, we're anticipating lower prices, while on Euro USD, we are anticipating higher prices. And looking at the candlestick formation, seeing the price traded back into Friday's range, we can call this a run on Friday's low to use the Friday's low as a CRT and price retracing back into the candle range. So after the retracement back into the candle range, we will be looking at the 1 hour time frame for the immediate trend if price were to expect the 1 hour trend to trade higher to run the buy side liquidity. So going in on the 6th of January, we will be anticipating higher prices for price to run the buy side liquidity. Now, price might not run the buy side liquidity completely, but it's going to be our overall draw on liquidity of anticipating higher prices. If price were to trade through the buy side liquidity, you look at the next daily draw on liquidity. It's going to be previous day's high for an overall buy side liquidity. So whenever you're deciding your bias, there are two steps for you to take advantage of. First is the overall trend. What's the overall narrative of that currency? Now, the overall narrative is that price took out the sell side liquidity, retraced back to the range. Then you look at candlestick formation. What is the candlestick showing you? In this candlestick formation, Monday traded back into Friday's range after running out the sell side liquidity, which is the likelihood of price running out Friday's high and maybe even trading higher to run out previous day's high, like Wednesday's high, and even go for Tuesday's high, depending on how trending the week is or how vertical the week is. On the 1 hour time frame of Euro USD, you can see that after price trade to the daily fair value gap, you can see the shift in structure, retracement, new swing high, and looking at the 1 hour trend, clearly you can see that the 1 hour trend is in an uptrend going for the buy side liquidity. And I told you guys that if you are to trade a daily bias, after having an overall idea on where you are trading to, the 1 hour time frame is going to be a major time frame for you to use to trade to that bias. You're looking for a scenario where the 1 hour time frame is fully aligned with the idea of price trading to the daily bias and take advantage of that trend when the 1 hour is ready to expand to the draw on liquidity. So a retracement to a 1 hour fair value gap to use the 1 hour fair value gap as a support to trade higher to run the buy side liquidity would be an ideal bias going into the London section. Now, if price were to lead to a deep retracement, we still have a fair value gap below, and we have another block for us to look as a support area for price to use to run the buy side liquidity. But if price were to trade through the liquidity, there's still chances of price running out the buy side liquidity depending on how the 1 hour candle close after running out the sell side liquidity. So make sure you study through this price action. The reason I'm doing this video before the London section is for you guys to have an idea on how I look at every daily candle, every hero use the daily candle to decide my bias and how I look at the 1 hour time frame. What are my thought process before the initial trade? So that is it for this lecture. There'll be a follow-up lecture to discuss about the results of this trade idea. So see you guys in the next lecture.